Good morning. Have y'all seen that challenge with Gilly the Kid? I'm gonna do that shit. My daughter was like, absolutely not. But I wanna do it. It's so cute. What's the song? I don't know. I'm gonna find it on Instagram and play it for y'all. Okay, but anyway, I'm here. I'm Diddy Love. Drop down in here, like, subscribe, and share. See, we're gonna talk some random shit about the YouTube streets. I'm not gonna use anybody's names because y'all know these Negroes got problems. Okay, and I don't want no problems with none of them, right? Oh, you scared? Call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't have the time, the energy, the interest, the ability, none of that bullshit, the resources to deal with certain people. Y'all know how it go, right? Okay. So I'm listening in and I'm watching and I'm seeing what's going on around the way and shit, right? So there's two individuals who was on a team and they leader, the team captain, the team player, the boss, whatever you want to call it, right? Went away. So everybody like, oh, these two sideline holes now think they popping. My question is, so were the two people on the sideline supposed to end their shit and not continue on? Because that's what it comes down to. Because what else was I going to do? So if the people who was all over there and we was all playing on the same team or whatever, right? So boom, the boss business gets shut down. These people still need somewhere to go. And they come and they check me out and whoever else out. What's the fuck is the problem? The problem on these YouTube streets and in this sector and the reason why people don't grow is because of reasons just like this. Everybody want to be ball hogs and shit. You feel me? Right. Everybody got to be the number uno. You can only come here. You can only sit with my people. We got cliques and clubs and congregations and gangs and cults and all kind of bullshit going on. And that's throughout and around the YouTube. They say it's all over, but I don't believe that. YouTube is worldwide, okay? So no, I don't believe that. Because I'm telling you, the people cooking in the woods, they ain't beefing with no damn body. There are people on here who get along, but motherfuckers who are always messy and in fuck shit will find other places to go where there's other messy fuck shit going on. So that's just what that is. Because you can find peace on YouTube. Because I watch a lot of peaceful things. So I don't know what everybody's talking about. Oh, they do that everywhere. Oh, they beef and everybody. No. That's what you're gravitating toward. That's why. That's what you like. That's what interests you. You feel me? So no, everybody ain't negative on YouTube. Stop spreading that negative ass narrative because it's a lie. Lies you tell. But, like, back to what I was saying. So, what were the two players supposed to do? They were supposed to shut their channel down and wait until the boss, the captain, the CEO, they were supposed to wait till this person came back? Because that's basically what y'all saying. Oh, all of a sudden now they step out and they shine. Oh, all of a sudden now. The name of the game is growth, right? Self-preservation. Take care of yourself, right? Worry about you, right? Right. So why y'all mad because some people pressed on? When trouble happens, that's what you're supposed to do. When shit get rough, that's what you're supposed to do. When somebody die, that's what you do. When you get fired, that's what you do. When people don't fuck with you no more, that's what you do. You press on. Right. Apply that to everything in your life. I don't know. I don't understand the logic of some of the shit. I told y'all before. Some of the things I hear, I'll be like, huh? That's like I heard this young lady on here. See, this is why I be calling her a young lady and I be on some bullshit when she be calling herself a grown-ass man all the time. Because I clearly heard this chick say that somebody eats her VJ good. I heard that with my own ears. So my thing, as soon as I heard that, I said, well, how the hell do you call yourself a man and you talking about somebody eating your VJ? Make it make sense. Right. Excuse me. Contradictory bullshits. Listen to what people are saying. So then, earlier in the week, we had Lady Jesus on here cussing out a young girl. Let me tell you something. This lady, she claims to be in my age range. And I say no, more like my auntie age. Because, it's some older women who don't look old. Like, you can be 75 and look like you like 59, 65. So, So, this old lady was cussing out this young girl. Actually, one of the girls on the team. One of the people who was supposed to sit in the corner and shrink. And I also would like to give the girl credit because she's an obese girl. Everybody talk about how big she is and how she thinks she all of that and this, that, and the third. But what I would like to give her credit and commend her on is nobody paid attention to what she did. You know how people be like, I'm going to do a makeover. I'm going to transform myself. That's what she did. But this is more like the tear down sector. You know what I'm saying? This is not about whether you like the people I'm talking about or not. This is about reality and how life works and how we have committed to tearing people down and destroying them. It is what it is. It happens all the time. There's always a fucking target. Okay? There's always a target. Mhm. So, you know, she started buying clothes. She got some wigs. She started wearing makeup. And she said, "Oh, I look pretty." And that was a problem because fat people are not supposed to feel good about themselves. Believe me, and I tell y'all, and I've been telling y'all this entire time, my whole journey on these YouTube streets, that's when you think you're just targeting one person, you have an audience. You don't know who those people are that are watching you. It could be 12 people watching you. You don't know who those 12 people are, right? So it could be a big person. It could be a celebrity. You don't know who's really following you. It's anonymous pretty much. Y'all talk about trolls, but pretty much everybody's a fucking troll on here. You really don't know who's behind that picture unless they make videos. The majority of the people do not. You know, there are a lot of unnecessary arguments that go on about bullshit, but a lot of tearing down. It's always about tearing down. I mean, to be mad at somebody because they want to feel good about themselves because they feel beautiful, that's horrible. And they do that to fat women. Remember they was doing it to Lizzo. It's not just her. I mean, I'm sure bitches say it about me behind my back too. I don't care, but I know they do it. Because like I tell y'all, fat is fat, and when people don't like you, that's what they talk about. Whatever it is about you that they think that's gonna break you and make you feel bad. And then when you don't give a fuck about it, it's, oh, you don't love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like people like, oh, if people loved her, they would be telling her this and they would be telling her that. You don't know what the fuck her peoples is telling her. You don't know what people know. All right? If they live that life, it's their life. Believe me, people been telling them. They don't need a stranger to tell them some shit. They hear it all the time. They know. They go to the doctor and they know what to do. They know the realities of life. They live it. Okay? They carry it around. But yet, you know, it's the tear down mentality around here. And it works all the way around. Like I'm team nobody. I just watch this shit. It is what it is. But that's horrible. And then when I heard this old lady get her ass up on here and cuss out this same girl. Now see, my daughter is in that age group. My daughter is never gonna be for the bitch that old. She's just not, you know? Now, I did cuss out this lady when I was 19 and she was about 59, but she had it motherfucking coming. Her son was there, and he didn't get involved because he knew his mama asked for it, and that was, you know, it is what it is. But to continuously go after someone at that age, and that was a business deal that me and that lady had, and she, you know, she got it twisted, so that was that, and I wanted my damn money back. All right, but to talk to someone like that, that's old in your child's age range. And then people say different things about women who have children versus women who don't. There's another chick on here. She did a whole video talking about, you know, women, single mothers, because she doesn't have any children. And the things this woman was saying, I was just like, wow, y'all speak so broadly, you know, and these things apply to a lot of people. And that's what you really think of your sisters. Again, it's tearing down people. You got to understand when it's tearing down, when you're offending the masses. You're not just talking to that one person. I'm telling you. That one person is not the only person watching your video and judging you. Period. You know, so some of the things, just make sure you really mean it. Speaking of that, I also oh, before I move on to that, but the old lady who cursing out the young people on here, who acting a fucking fool, who says that people are low vibrational. Bitch, nobody vibrates lower than you. Real shit. The fact that you flip-flop and you're fake, that's the shit, that's the issue. Own your shit. If you ain't about shit, say you ain't about shit, own it and rock with it. Don't lie. Don't do that. I told y'all, people with these titles and these fucking pieces of paper are annoying as hell. I'm conscious, I'm woke, I'm this. When they put these things on themselves, you better be looking behind that and seeing what's really good. Okay. So I met with the pastor, y'all. hmm That's some other bullshit. I think no, I'll do that in a separate video because that right there is deep too. But what else did I see on these streets? You know, that shit people were saying about certain people can't get cursed out. Oh yes, yes. That I agree with wholeheartedly. hmm They do treat some people like they're queens and they're better than, and they're up here and you're here, and you better respect this person on that level. Listen, everybody deserves to be respected. That's the problem. Everybody want to be on some. Oh well, if you're not this and you come over here to the village, you best respect me and every other motherfucker over here. Period. I don't believe in that hierarchy bullshit. I don't understand. We're all humans. We all breathe. We all live. We all feel pain. Like, do you really why do people take so much pleasure in excluding people and hurting people and judging people and picking on people, knowing they can't handle it? Knowing if your neighbor was fucking with you daily, the way you talking shit about somebody on YouTube, your ass will call the police, your ass will be crying, right? But you get up on these YouTube streets and talk big shit about somebody every single day. Knowing you could never handle that pressure with a motherfucker down the street or at the corner store, right? Or at your job. You would never ever do that shit. But you comfortably get on here and bully people. There's going to come a time, like I said, karma picks and chooses when she rolls. And you're going to feel that shit back. It's a lot of mean shit that goes on that doesn't need to. And it's for the sake of YouTube. It's for the sake of views. Really? Everybody always telling other people what to do and how they live their lives. And yet your shit fucked up. That's what gets me. Yo, so somebody said, they don't do a lot of cursing in reference to me. They don't do cursing. I don't do faking. Understand that shit. Right there. Boom. So it's crazy what people want to judge you for, but don't realize the shit that you could call them on. I will address that in the next preacher video because it was in reference to a video I did about, the preacher telling the black people that Trump is the best thing that happened to them. And like I told y'all, I met with him and homeboy doubled the fuck down. Yeah. So that was a very good conversation. Like I said, at the end of it all, I respect, his opinion and his thoughts and his views, but I just pointed out to him what's really good. What you are really saying, and it is really offensive. You do not see it for black people. After the discussion I had with him yesterday, he does not see it for black people. Unless you're educated. And that's an issue in itself with the black community. They feel like unless you're educated, unless you're in school, and everybody can do it exactly how you did it and do what you did, and you like to look down on people, again, tearing people down. Tearing people down is the name of the game. That's the thing. Like, I saw on Nola Spice, she did a video. I think it's the two new girls from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I can't remember their names because I don't watch. Tanya and some other girl. And they're battling it out on Twitter now. They're going at each other, tearing each other down. Name of the game. It needs to change. We have to, really, really exercise self-awareness and acknowledge when we're tearing each other down. Because it is just like, it's sport now. It's fun. It's expected. That's what people do. It's horrible. And especially amongst black women. Because then on the flip side of that, you hear this whole black women are the most unprotected women out there in the world and all of this. But yet black women are tearing each other down. Black women are not allowed to have anything, want anything, or start anything. Like I said, soon as you start a business, if other motherfuckers know about it, they're going to tear it down. Right. They're going to tear your shit down. And that's sad. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. The negative comments, who they going to come from? Your fellow sisters. We got to do better. Real shit. Like, if you don't like somebody, don't deal with their ass, period. But at some point, the lines needs to be drawn. What else I seen? Did y'all see my 10 crack commandments? Shout out to BB Nice. Yeah, so that day that I was watching the people wild out down here on the YouTube streets, right? So I have wrote the 10 crack commandments. The 10 YouTube don'ts, okay? Because there's just some things you just really should not do. So I said, number 3, no, what would I say? Number 2, don't date fellow YouTubers. You'll be so sorry. There's a breakup on here. Uh, I thought I regretted dating this motherfucker named Mike, right? Mm-mm. I wasn't even in this YouTube relationship, and this I regret. Like, I know I don't even see how these two people, honestly, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't see them as I didn't see them like, I was like, how, they actually were together, like, for real, in a real relationship. Okay, how? But all right, because one is just so funny and outgoing, and like, I think she's hilarious, and she's abrasive and aggressive like myself, so I think she's funny. The other one is like, and I don't see how that I don't know. Maybe the other one used her Virgo charm. I don't know what the fuck happened, but regret it, regret it, regret it. Because I regret it. So I know you gotta regret it. This is just so crazy when you watch these real things play out and then you say to yourself, is this real? Yeah, it really happened. But it's always we're tearing each other down as black women. It's the common theme. You know what I'm saying? It's never ending and never stops. People continue to live in the past. So therefore they don't believe they have a future. And the way they talk about old people is clearly they don't believe they have a future. Because I'm going to tell you, it's a blessing to be old. Right. It's a blessing to be elderly and up there in age. That means you've accomplished some things. You've made it. You're still here and you're healthy, right? How many of your peers are dead? Ask yourself. How many young people are dropping dead? So when I come across people who are of a certain age, it's like respect due and keep it moving. But it's like shaming people for being old. Cut the shit. They had pensions. That's what we need to be hating on. Never mind that shit. They ain't giving out pensions no more. Them old people y'all see walking around during the day ain't doing shit. Retired from, railroads and places like that and government. They have pensions. They're chilling. We're never gonna know what that's like. Okay. So let's stop dragging them for being alive. Let's stop tearing down old ladies for living. Because that's what the fuck's going on. Tearing down. We just cannot stop tearing each other down. And we must. We should focus on ourselves more. I'm telling you. Like, there's an issue with everything. But all I'm saying is that if I got fired from a job, I'm moving on. Somebody don't fuck with me no more, I'm moving on. What you want me to do? Crawl in a corner and die? Absolutely not. I don't get that logic. Anybody would do the same. That's what you're supposed to do. You got to put an H on your motherfucking chest and handle it. Move on. But people don't know how to move on around here. You notice that? Like I said, they talk about old things over and over and over again, like it's new news. That's why things are not really growing. Like, and then it's funny because you hear people talk about other people's numbers. Like, I don't give a shit if I get a video with 122 views or 50 views. You know why? Because the same person who got a video with 3,000 views, there's another bitch somewhere else who got a video with 78,000 views. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? You're being looked at like you ain't shit either. But see, real people who worried about their own shit don't really care about how many numbers you got. For me, the purpose and the point is that the video is good and it means something and this matters and somebody learned something or got something out the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Not, like you got some strength from the video. Maybe you too can walk away. Maybe you too will stop tearing other people down. Because that shit is crazy. The tear down sector. I mean, sometimes I listen to shit, I'm like, wow. Oh my God. Is this shit real? Is this shit real? Are you serious? Oh, and the making up and the breaking up. The making up and the breaking up is a bit fucking much. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. I saw something on April Walker community board, and I know damn well that I didn't read what I thought. I know I didn't read that. I know I did not. Okay. I know I did not. But I probably, yeah, it is what it is. But people are just wild. It is so wild. Focus more on yourselves. And like I said, stop tearing each other down. Y'all have a happy Sunday. I'm going to make that video about the meeting later in a few, actually. Oh, and I got to do Love and Lockup. So Love and Lockup was good. I was sleeping through it, but I heard it. I heard parts of it. Oh, my hands are freezing. You know what? And to all the ladies who I see on here in tank tops, and I'm seeing y'all at the beach and stuff, I'm hating. I'm hating. My hands are freezing as we speak. It's 29 degrees here. I'm hating. When I see people in tank tops, I'm like, where the hell they at? Mm. Oh my goodness. I can't even imagine what that feels like. One of my people sent me a picture from the islands and shit. I was like, you know what? That looks like Alaska. It's beautiful, but it's so cold here that I can't even feel the vibe of the Caribbean. No, it's Alaska. Right. All right. Stay warm. Deuces.